What's going on, guys? I'm Steve, and this is the Dynamic Reason channel. Now, guys, listen. A lot of times you hear a lot of women sit out here and they say, oh, nobody protects us women. I call cap on that. Not all cases, but the majority of cases. And this is why. This woman up here, her name is Shakira Rucker. She's out of Polk County, Florida. And unfortunately, she's missing. She's been missing since this past Saturday. This dude over here is Corey Hill, her husband. He's locked up, recently got locked up, and he's a person of interest in her disappearance. I know it sounds confusing with him being locked up and her missing now. I promise this all to come together. But the reason why I said that statement in the beginning is, I said this before, how can people protect you from dangers that are out here, from being targeted by crazy men, when a lot of y'all willingly jump back into the fire? Now, I don't know this situation and I don't know this dude, but I know his type. And a lot of you dudes and ladies out there will know his type too. When you see this video or understand where I'm coming from. We got serious problems out here with the people we choose, which is one of the biggest responsibilities of us moving forward if you want a fruitful relationship. Take a look at this. We'll come back.
Our big story at 5:30 tonight, we continue to follow the very latest in the search for a local missing mother, Shakira Rucker. Winter Springs police say she was last seen on Saturday in Polk County with her estranged husband, Corey Hill. Hill was later arrested on attempted murder charges in Mount Dora after he allegedly shot at a different woman. He is considered a person of interest in Rucker's disappearance. And Fox 35 has now uncovered that this is not Hill's first run-in with the law.
Records show that he served more than 20 years in jail in Virginia after being convicted of second-degree murder. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger is live in the studio with more on his criminal past. Marie.
I talked with Winter Springs Police about what it really means to be a person of interest. The lead detective on that case told me it just means he's got information that he is not handing over. Now, Hill is the only person of interest in that case, but right now he is not being accused of a crime as it relates to Shakira Rucker disappearing, but he has been accused of several other crimes. Corey Hill is sitting in the Orange County jail tonight, accused of trying to shoot and kill his ex-girlfriend and her cousin. He's also a person of interest in the investigation of his ex-wife's disappearance. Police say he was the last person to see Shakira Rucker.
Criminal investigations went down and talked to him in the Orange County jail, introduced them as Winter Springs officers, and he's like, I'm not talking.
Police say his refusal to talk is why he's a person of interest. Right now, he isn't accused of harming Rucker, but he has been accused of violent crimes in the past. He was convicted of murdering a man named Dwayne Cornelius Everett. Court records I obtained from Suffolk County, Virginia, show that around 7 in the morning, 2 days before Christmas in 1992, Hill was talking with 18-year-old Dawn Everett in the front yard outside his house. The two started arguing. Hill pulled out a gun and opened fire. Everett was pronounced dead 10 minutes later. Hill was sentenced to 20 years in prison for second-degree murder and another 2 for using a firearm in the commission of a felony. I also requested court records from Williamsburg, Virginia, showing Hill found himself back in court 3 times in 2009, accused of assault and battery.
And we're trying to get answers, and we're trying to be optimistic.
As for what's going on right now, Hill is still in the Orange County jail. His court records show he has 2 children, but didn't say what will happen with them. And investigators are working on search warrants to find out more about Hill's connection to Shakira Rucker and what he might know about her disappearance.
Without him talking to us, we have to list him as a person of interest.
I asked police what type of warrants they're serving. They're hoping to search his phone, maybe his home. The investigator didn't want to reveal that information. Instead, he just told me they're using what legal means they can to get information from him. In the studio, Marie Ettinger, Fox 35 News.
All right, guys. Seemed like not too long ago, you heard women say, hey, I want the strong, silent type. Over a course of decades, it seemed like it's replaced with the strong, violent type. Now, granted that these two people are estranged, but one thing is for sure. This dude right here, and I want you to look at his eyes. I said something before about there being something called a convict stare. It's an empty, deep-seated look where you look at somebody and you can't tell what they're thinking or what's behind it, but you know they carry a lot of dark energy. Look at his face. That's what I be talking about. You see that in prison a lot. That's a killer look. Unsettled within itself. Lash out. Probably threw the B word right to a woman's face. Let me explain something to you guys. When you have dudes like this, they terrorize women. Sometimes children, because they don't like the father. Now, I don't know the situation of these two, but I do know, like I said, they're estranged. Didn't work out with him. So I don't know if this girl that he just recently shot at was after her having a girlfriend. But either way, he's locked up. Cops go and talk to him. Hey, she's missing. Last person you were seen with was her on Saturday, this past Saturday. Now she done disappeared. And they come to you about it. I don't want to talk. That's still your wife, bro. Even if you're not living with her, nothing, y'all strange, that's still your wife. You ain't got no concern in your heart, compassion. Sometimes when people keep their mouth shut, because silence is golden. Sometimes keeping your mouth closed make you the prime suspect. And this right here is Exhibit A. We can all pray for the best, but nowadays with these type of situations, you can expect the worst. And that's messed up to say that. That's a pretty woman. Looking at him and her, they're like he was blessed. Seriously. As a man, you're a leader. You couldn't get her to follow your lead, could have let her go. Filled out the paperwork, ended it. So many people jump from one thing to another. Marriage is a commitment on paper. How you got a girlfriend and you got a wife at the same time? See the confusion? I don't understand. I'll never understand it. And it's like, this is going to be more and more commonplace. You start to see it more and more. I mean, I don't watch the news, but the growing repetitive of this type of crime, even seen in teenagers, they take rejection. Things don't go their way. They fly off the handle and it's off with your head. No other option. You don't want me, you don't want to breathe. And it's not just men. You start to see women doing this stuff too. It's like now, it's like after the first hello, it could be goodbye. As soon as somebody say the L word, I love you. Children are involved in this. Now, I don't know if they're his kids or what, but I mean, this guy right here, Corey Hill, was locked up 20 years for murder and then met Miss Rucker. I'm sure she had to see red flags somewhere. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. I'm sure she had to know about his past. I don't know how successful or how he turned his life around after going to jail for 20 years. As a young person going to jail, it changes you. You don't recover from 20 years being locked up and come out here and expect yourself to be productive. So that right there makes me believe in some way, shape, or form, it was some type of enviousness with her and him because she had a lot of opportunities out here in society that are not afforded to him. A lot of times that can stir the pot too. All I know is they came to you and said, hey, your wife missing, you don't give a damn. That right there is an eyebrow raiser. And that's why you're the number one person of interest. This scene this right here is almost similar to the Alicia Watts situation. Somebody that say they love you, all of a sudden, no, I don't know where she at. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. How you sleep at night? But then again, it's easier for him to do this. I guess it's both. Him and James Dunmore, I guess. To sleep at night. Because who you say you cared about and loved never meant anything to you from the jump. And that's the part that's messed up. It's a lot of fakeness out here with people trying to slide up close to, next to somebody and ain't prepared to go all the way. Love is not just sitting around kissing, having sex and all of that. Love is basically when the bad stuff happens, how you handle it. Can you stay together? Can you move past it? It's not what people do, to forget. It's what they do to forgive. And that's how love comes into play. This guy right here don't look like he's ready for anything. He don't. There's a lot more people out there that's like this. We all attract a certain type of energy or a certain type of person that we are not attracted to. We all give off energy and it attracts all different types of people. But for a lot of us, it attracts the wrong type of person that we don't even have interest in. I'm testament to that. I attract a lot of juggernaut females. I do. And I attract people that are somewhat off. I don't know why I do. I just do. It's the energy I give off. It attracts them. Same thing. Guys are attracted to people that are usually out of their league. All men are attracted to some type of beauty. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's inside or out. But I mean, a lot of times, ladies, y'all be up here making yourselves up and all of this stuff. Sometimes beauty is a curse. You can't help how you look. And you shouldn't be treated any different because you look a certain way. And sometimes in the situation, you'll get a guy that'll see you to where he's never seen anything like you, or he think he can't get anything else like you. And sometimes stuff like this is the result. They're estranged. For all we know, he could be one of them dudes where he can run the streets and do whatever he wants, but she can't. And he got a prisoner in her own place with forces of physical repercussions if things don't go his way. Like I said, there's a lot of people out here that are conditional lovers. They love you under the condition that you follow their rules. And if you don't, you see another side of them. There's no way I have a wife and I'm not with her, but she still carries the title of wife and I don't have no concern for her. Now, whether you want to get back to it and rebuild it or try to get back and, rebuild something that you think you lost, that's on you. But it's no reason to not have some compassion. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. You can tell us late. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.